Creation was not a story of the universe. 5 spiritual insights to read the Bible completely anew. Introduction. A familiar story, new questions. Is there any ancient story more familiar to us than creation? Most remember Genesis chapter 1 as a record of the process by which God physically created the universe and all things in the beginning. The grand narrative of heaven and earth, light and darkness, and the sequential birth of plants and animals has become one of humanity's oldest origin myths. But what if this story is not about the universe, but rather an inner map depicting the process of the recreation of my soul? What if the 6 days of creation are symbols of a psychological and spiritual journey, where a human interior, chaotic with selfishness and falsehood, finds order through love and truth? This text illuminates the ancient text of Genesis from a completely new perspective. We will explore 5 remarkable spiritual insights found within the records of creation that we once took for granted, guiding you on a journey to recreate your inner self. 5 remarkable spiritual insights. Creation is the 7 days of soul regeneration, not the universe. The core of Genesis 1 is not the birth of the universe, but the regeneration, or Jongseng, of a human being. This story symbolically depicts how the human soul, which possesses a selfish disposition called hereditary evil, is reborn as a new being through a 6-day gradual process. Heaven signifies the internal part of man, the inner man, which is the center of the soul. Earth signifies the external part, the outer man. The state before creation, where the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, accurately portrays the human soul before regeneration. It is a state of darkness filled with self-love and love of the world, devoid of the love and wisdom belonging to the Lord. 2. Hereditary evil is entirely different from the original sin you knew. We often understand original sin as a sense of guilt inherited from Adam. However, hereditary evil is different. It is not sin itself, but a tendency to lean toward evil accumulated over generations and passed down to us. Its essence is the state of darkness described in chapter 1, loving oneself and the world. Being born with an evil tendency is not a sin in itself. It only becomes sin when we recognize that evil tendency with our reason as we grow and choose to love it and act upon it with our own will. Paradoxically, this hereditary evil exists so that we may engage in the spiritual war against the self. Through this struggle, we gain the opportunity to discard our old selves and be reborn. 3. Jehovah and God are the 2 faces of the divine, love and wisdom. The different titles for the divine, Jehovah and God, are symbols revealing 2 fundamental aspects of the divine. Jehovah represents the essence of the divine love or good. God represents the manifestation of that love, divine wisdom or truth. Truth is like a vessel that contains love. These 2 aspects correspond to the human internal structure. Jehovah's love connects to the human will, and God's wisdom connects to the human intellect. When called Jehovah God, it symbolizes the perfect union of love and wisdom, the ultimate goal of the spiritual marriage within us. 4. The holiest symbol, the spiritual marriage of good and truth. In the Bible, marriage goes beyond a social institution. It symbolizes the union of good and truth. This is the state where love and its vessel, wisdom, are fully united within the human interior. The balance. Truth without love leads to cold light, criticism, and hypocrisy. Love without truth becomes blind passion or folly. True life is born only when the two become one. Rational intellect. Understanding the word deeply and accepting it with the heart makes it a living truth. Action. This internal union is completed when it is expressed through charity, the life of loving one's neighbor.
5. Spiritual growth, from a warrior to a peaceful bride. There are two distinct stages in the soul's journey: the spiritual church and the celestial church. The spiritual church, the warrior. In this stage, a person is like a warrior using the teachings of truth as weapons to fight their own evil tendencies. They are guided by a conscience formed through truth and undergo many trials and inner struggles. The celestial church, the bride. This is a state of rest and peace after the battle. Like a completed bride dwelling in love, this person no longer argues over truth. They naturally know and do what is good through intuitive perception. Conclusion. Genesis 1 is the journey of recreating the interior. Genesis 1 is not a simple myth of cosmic creation. It is a profound and practical inner guidebook depicting the process of a soul moving from chaos and darkness into a new life of love and truth. This story is not an event that ended long ago. It is a holy process of change that can happen within you right now. As you close this text, ask yourself, if your life is the process of recreating your soul, which day are you passing through right now? My dear brothers and sisters, I pray that this teaching has awakened your reason. Do not stop in simply knowing the word, live it. When we practice love and charity, our lives become the strongest evidence that God is with us. The upcoming 20-volume series, Arcana, Ecclesia, which I have written with all my soul, will lead you to the peace of Eden. May your life become the Word, and may that Word become your life. May the grace and peace of the Lord be with you always. Thank you.